So once we receive the packets over this, generally this is the Ethernet standard which we are using, or the Ethernet header we can say. As we have seen in the previous case with respect to the Wireshark packet which have captured. So generally the main type of the headers that are there is the destination as well as the source. Source MAC address, because we are dealing with respect to the physical layer or the data link layer. So we generally talk about the layer 2 addresses, or that are nothing but the MAC addresses. So the first thing will be the data link layer and the destination MAC address as well as the source MAC address. And the next thing will be the length of the frame, or the length of the entire thing. But generally, whenever we talk about the standard, the Ethernet standard says the length is about 1500 bytes. So we generally also call the maximum transmission unit that is there with respect to this Ethernet header. So generally it is 1500 bytes. So this is with respect to that. And the other things are with respect to the DSAP and SSAP. So generally these are the destination service access point and the source service access points which are used actually. And the other things are some of the controls and organizational codes, but mostly we'll focus on the type of field in the Ethernet, where this is the type which denotes the connectivity with respect to the upper layers. So as the data link or the Ethernet is at layer 2, so it may have some connectivity with layer 3 or the protocols above it. So this type or this particular field will actually indicate what is the connectivity with the above layer. Now, if you see any kind of code with respect to 0800, then it may have some connectivity, or the frame or the packets which are at this particular layer, it has some connectivity with respect to the IP layer. And whenever we see some kind of codes with respect to 0806 or 0835, then it has some connectivity with respect to the ARP. It may be request or reply, but it has some connectivity with respect to the ARP protocol. And if you have 0835, then it has RARP. Whatever the codes we are discussing here, this belongs to the hexadecimal codes in the raw packets which we have seen in the Wireshark. That we can translate it correspondingly with respect to the protocols. So this is how the header will be with respect to the Ethernet standard.